Hello friends, my name is Bhupender and today I'm going to tell you about the 10x zone manga that you would like to read. And here is the first manga, The Battle Through the Heavens. In the land where the no magic is present, a land where the strong makes the rules and weak has to obey, a land filled with alluring treasures and beauty, yet all filled with unforeseen danger. Exxon one who has shown talent no one has seen in decades, suddenly 3 years ago lost everything. His power, his reputation, and his promise to his mother. What sorcery has caused him to lose all his power, and why? Has his fiancée suddenly shown up? The action, comedy, and adventure and supernatural romance. The hot comments are this, and what the hell reading? The hell are leading for? Why did you even update it then? And here is and this is going to 250 channel. If you love it, I'm saying that you love it, please recommend it. And here is our now get let's a second. I shall seal the heavens. This is about a filial young scholar named Mehon who get forcefully recruited for the instead of the immortal cultivators. In the cultivated world, the strong prey on the weak and law of jungles prevails. The Mehun must adopt to survive, and yet he never forgot to confine to his ideals that they grew up and studying. This, acquired with the stubborn nature, set him on the path of true hero. What does it mean to seal the heavens? This is the secret that you will have to uncover along with the Mehun. If you like it, I would recommend that it's novel that has been already completed. But if you want to read the manga, then there is 72 chapters total. But its novel is already complete. Now it goes to the next manga, and this is the legendary Moonlight Sculpture. It's about online game, the MMORPG that the people love. It's a game. The man forsaken by the world, the man slave to money, and man known as the legendary god of war in highly popular MMORPG continent of magic. With the coming of the age, he decided to say goodbye, but the fair believes them to earn a little more something of his time and effect to repel into any effect none could ever have imaged. To the survivor, several constituents, his legendary avatar is sold for 3.1 billion. He won $2.7 million, bringing a joy to him, only to plug him to the despair as losing almost all of it. Vixen loan sharks with revolting of the money through gaming. He raced from the orbs with the newfound resolve and stepped forward into the new age of gaming games, led by the first ever virtual reality MMORPG, The Royal's Road. This is the legend of the Lihon on his path to become the emperor with only his family loving heart, his boundless desire for money, his unfixed mind, his decently forged body and talent of the hard working backing him. And here is the comment. This 172 to manga. There's second season to develop. And here is next come is here come the Vehon. It's a really good manga. I feel like it's a teenager bold hole in the pan which hold the dragon stands. Chose is shown the world lighting the sky. In this world will hit the python solo the dragon R will send dragon race. Action comedy martial art. I will recommend you this. It's really good and it's not have that many. Nine chapter this has 25 chapter 28 chapter totally. And next is the tale of demon and gods. I really love this manga myself and its description is good. In his past life, all thought too weak to protect his home when he count out of the gravity determination the Nelly become the strongest demon spiritist and stored at the pencil of the martial world. However, he lost his life during the battle with the Sage Emperor and the Sage Dainty Rank Beast. His soul was brought back to him when he was 30, still 30-year old. Although he's weakest in his class with the lowest talent, having only read Red Soul's Realm and weak one at that. With the aid of his vast knowledge, which is complete from his previous life, he decided to train faster than anyone could expect. He also decided to help those who did not die nobly in his previous life to train faster as well. He aimed to protect the city from the becoming future of being devastated by the demon beast and preview fate of ending up destroyed. He aimed to protect his loved friends, family, and fellow citizens who died in the beast's assault for as it aftermath. And he aimed to destroy the so-called Skate family who arrogantly abandoned their duty and betrayed the city in his past life. The action, adventure, comedy, drama, fantasy, romance, and harm and there is comment and here is 240 chapters. Next is comes the eternal events. It's been a year since the legend has lost the talent. Now he life of trash, live a life of trash, being bullied and beaten by those ones who is inferior to him. However, he still has not lost everything, as he still engaged as too strong and pretty girl of the powerful family, but come to an end as the agreement was brutally cancelled, with the shame brought the family and his life included by the darkness. A ray of hope perished through the sky. The action, adventure, drama, fantasy, and martial art. And there is one another chapter of this manga. Here is come the god of martial art. In the world, respect is earned with martial art. Weak martial artists have strength of tens of thousands of pounds, capable of cracking the boulders, and the strong ones can cut of the river and split the mountain. There is one martial kings who know everything and can travel through across the river universe. The martial art decide your fate as well as your life and death. The weak is a humility which the strong look down on the world. This is the world where the strong bullies the weak. People's state are decided by the state of their cultivation of martial art. Each faction fight for the title the strongest. Only the strong ones have the right to survive. Even if you are from the same clan or faction, if you're weak, then you will be bullied and kicked out without a mercy. The action, martial art, and adventure. And there is the 77 chapter, point 2, 70 point. That one. My, and if you want to read this novel, it's The Peerless Martial God. It's my novel name is The Peerless Martial God, and you will as recommend you will have to see it, and it's already complete. And next is the Star Martial God technique. In this world, there is a 12 path to climb the Tower of Gods, and the legend has those 12 paths lead to the legendary road of immortality. However, the path on the Tower of God are far too long without end. In ancient time, there once were many type of martial arts. Sadly, the world underwent trouble changes, and only three were left: the Flame Dragons and Star Martial Arts. Generation of experts of those three martial arts search for a road of immortality. Accompanying Star Martial Art protested on his lifetime journey with young beauties as his side and the plan to become the highest god. Action, adventure, fantasy, and martial art. And there's 229 chapters of this. And there's Soul Land. The tongs are the most famous set in martial art is all set all by styling the most sacred technique to fulfill his dream. The Tong Sen committed an unforgivable crime with his ambition to stand his land legacies to set and throw himself from the fearsome hell peak. By he have could never made that this will take him to the another world, one without magic, martial art and grudges, a land where the only mythical souls of battle is. The continent of Dora how, how will tongues and survive with an unknown environment with a new road to follow, a new legends begins. The action, fantasy, martial art, and supernatural romance. And the 2022 chapter is still going. And next is the Dulon, the Dulon, the Jason, a land where the magic Majiduki martial art but have insane speed. This is the combat continent of 10,000 years after the formation of the tank set. A new horizon has been walked the land as new seven monsters of Sekari will keep the name of the tank set or will crumble down to the new system. The action, adventure, fantasy, and romance and school life. And there is ongoing and everyone has decided to going. If you like the mangas that I have read, please like it, share it, subscribe our video, and please hit the bell icon and please comment it. And I think we will love it. Thank you.